sportsmanship at all times. And let the players play, let the coaches coach, and let the officials officiate. Thank you for your cooperation. And now starting for the visiting Red Raiders, senior number 11, Kobe Merriquin. Senior number 5, Ken Little V. Senior number 4, Dan Jett. Senior number 10, Jesse Caba. And senior number 1, Momo Ortiz. The Red Raiders are coached by Robert Servitowitz and assisted by James Brown and Shane Servitowitz. And now starting for Woodland Hawks. Sophomore number 4, James Scampolino. Sophomore number 11, John Napiello. Junior number 20, Will Galusha. Senior number 23, co-captain Ethan Staputis. And senior number 2, co-captain Kean Apatura. The Hawks are coached by Ryan Sullivan and assisted by Doug Chassie, Sam Trumley, Adam Baker, and Dean Apatura. Officials for tonight's game are Tom Doyle and James Osmond. And now at this time, I kindly ask that everyone please rise and direct your attention toward the flag as we proudly honor America with the playing of the national anthem.
Got coach that's gonna have to hustle over there. Huh? Here you go. All right. All right, everybody. Jacob, how are we?
I'm great.
Good.
You know, I'm excited to be here.
Absolutely.
Feels like I haven't been to one of these games in forever.
I was on with Jeff a few nights ago, and I was saying the same thing. Like, I feel like it's been a minute. But here we are. This music is really inconvenient right now during our talking.
I like it though.
I mean, it's catchy.
There we go.
All right, so here we are tonight, and it is a kind of personal matchup for the Hawks tonight. It's Woodland versus Derby, and if you are familiar with their first matchup, Derby got the best of them in a very close, competitive game in Derby, but now the Hawks are home, and they're out with a vengeance, Jacob. The first three-point shot from Derby is no good.
That's Dean Equatorial with the rebound.
Yep. The shot was Caba from Derby. So now Ethan Staputis will attempt a three of his own. No good, but he's able to get his own rebound. Napiello.
The three.
Another
Yeah,
offensive rebound.
Starting strong.
Yeah, love to see that early.
Strong as in rebounding.
The Derby bench has a little defense chant going on,
Loud.
which is interesting. As DeLucia, yeah, he hits the ground hard there. They're gonna tack Derby onto a foul. And we'll see what the Hawks can set up with the inbound, you know? And James Scampolino, his first shot goes.
That's kind of been it all season, you know. James Campolino from the corner, he's been hot.
He's been legit, Jacob. He really is. He's been legit, man.
Yeah, no.
Kick and shoot. And he's first on the board here.
Nice. I like that wordplay.
Legit?
Yeah.
It was passionate, too. Kid's been great. So Derby will inbound now. And it'll be Kaba taking the drive.
That'll be a jump ball.
Yeah.
It'll be throwing the Woodlands ball.
Yes, sir. Favors our way on the jump. That was a good prediction there, that jump ball. I mean, you called it a little early.
I've been
oh, no. I mean,
I caught on.
I mean, you said it'd be a jump ball before the ref actually blew the whistle,
Well,
which,
I figured,
yeah, impressive. Great ability to break the full court press. The Putis, no good.
There's some contact right there.
And now it'll be Derby on the other end. It was Ortiz that got fouled. They're going to say he was shooting, so he'll go to the line for two. And, yeah, so Derby was very much incorporating the full court press early. But, I mean, that last drive, the Hawks did a great job breaking it with passes. That's how you break a full court press, man. Don't put the ball on the ground.
Yeah, I love to see that right there. Ethan Spears kind of break that at half court and just charge right to the paint.
Yeah, he was not able to convert the layup, but, I mean, if that starts getting them going early, then they're going to be set. Ortiz's first free throw is no good, but the second one falls.
I see number 11 for Derby rocking the Jordan 11 Cherries.
What a beautiful shoe.
I haven't seen anybody rock a pair of 11s in game in a while.
Wow.
And DeLucia going up
Whoa.
with that.
Yeah.
Foul on that. He'll shoot two.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty clear foul there. But once again, I mean, they broke the press really well. Staputis could have taken the layup for himself there. He decided to pass. So the options are there, you know?
It's nice seeing that nice and early, too.
Oh, for sure. For sure. As DeLucia's first free throw of the game is no good. As he himself is rocking a nice pair of Jordans. You think you know those? Are those like one of the Luka variants?
The shoes?
Yeah. I know he's Jordan brand. I feel like those could be. Or the Zions, potentially. I don't know.
Those can't be Zions.
I know they're both owned by Jordan. As Ortiz trying to drive down, but the defense closes in.
Good defense by Woodland.
Yeah.
Running that press pretty early.
Ortiz was able to get a shot off.
Just a little too much. That'll be an and none.
Wow. No foul call with some contact, and now Derby runs the floor.
And that'll be a travel on Derby.
Yep.
Speaking of shoes, the Derby coach kind of fit it up.
Wow. That's a great take, Jacob. Dude, I didn't notice that. I like the white tie on the black shirt, and then, I mean, what are those, the mid-Jordan? Those are either the dunks or mid-Jordan ones.
And Ethan Spears going up again, rejected. I like how they're breaking this press kind of early, though.
Good no call there. Ortiz definitely fell on his own.
That was great no call right there.
Right? As Napiello could have taken a layup, but goes for the three. Bang!
Finding the spot right away. Looked great.
Yeah, I mean, from up here, it looked like he could have turned around. He had a potential layup opportunity, but he took the three instead, and man, 7-1. Great start for the Hawks. They close in Kaba on the left. As now, it's Little. He loses the ball.
And he loses the ball. Dina Couture really pressuring him, though,
Yeah.
you know, despite the size difference.
You're absolutely right. I mean, he's always been a player that his size is never really shown on the court. As he's actually having a problem with his shoes. He's been having a problem with his shoe for the last minute now. And the refs have not stopped the game. Are those the Grinches?
Yeah.
Great pair of shoes. Great pair of shoes. But yeah, I mean, we saw it earlier. It's kind of coming off here and there.
And he gets him back on.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's
I feel
locked in.
I feel like golf right now when like and he
When it gets
puts
quiet.
And Will DeLucia just barely missed, and Ethan Spunis is still there.
Winds up with it. Napiel, the floater. Bang.
Beautiful.
That's his shot, man.
Beautiful.
I feel like every game that I commentate, John Napiel hits some sort of floater. It's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool to see. It's his
see at
shot,
least one.
right? As now Woodland has their own variation of a full court press. They're able to pass, get around it. The shot was no good from Marquin.
And Derby playing in a man-to-man right now.
Yep. Scampolino for three.
Sagged
I
off.
wanted that one, man.
Woodland's sharpshooter.
Yep. So now it'll be Ortiz.
And I thought-
Another no call. Scampolino gets the layup on the
I thought
ground.
that could have been a charge.
Dude, however many, and now
And Akatura behind the
Akatura.
back.
however many however many rebounds Scampolino's stat line says, you always got to remember that one might be his best of the season right there.
It
On
just
the ground,
kind of went right to him.
right? Didn't
Yeah.
require much effort, but man, kid was on the floor. So the first time out of the game is taken by Derby as we're 4 minutes and 5 seconds in, and we're liking what we're seeing. It's 9-1.
I just love to see like one of these days, like one of these refs who just start just dribbling on the court, like how it is like right now. Like imagine he gets it and he just starts dribbling and he literally just like goes up and dunks it. Like it's one of those thoughts I have so often where it's like you see it on like Instagram Reels or something like that.
Yeah.
But like if our ref right here, he's tall. He might be what 6'3".
Yeah, he looks like 6'2", 6'3".
Imagine if he just like
A legacy
Well, because
moment.
he's probably played basketball in his time.
Yeah,
Tall
that
guy,
height, ref in a basketball
yeah,
game.
you
Yeah.
know, and like just imagine like he just like looks at the crowd. He's like, all right,
Puts the ball in the ground, starts doing the spider.
yeah, and then he just goes up and just like
Windmill.
self lobs off the backboard.
Self lob windmill. Yeah.
or even like a rim grazer. Like, dude, that's insane.
Yeah.
I mean, like I've only actually like genuinely seen like one dunk that wasn't like a rattled in, and it was
on this
it was
court?
it was 2 games ago.
Yes. It was
Against
who was it?
Not Xavier. Not
no,
Xavier.
it was Ansonia? I think it was Ansonia.
Who else could it have been?
I don't know, to be honest.
They had like I think I don't know.
Holy Cross?
No, definitely
I
not.
don't think so.
That was first game of the season.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, but I've seen one. But that would be pretty cool. And
Be great.
Derby will inbound it in.
Yep.
The Hawks with a half-court press coming out.
Yeah. They're sticking Napiolo
looks-
and Akatura real high.
Looks great right now.
And that is,
With
it works
DeLucia.
perfectly. DeLucia gets the steal. They moved him up when the guards moved up, and the anticipation was there. So now it'll be Steputis. Great find to Scampolino, the mid-ranger. No good.
Will DeLucia with
He's
another
putting a
great
shift.
rebound. And his rebound in this game was great. Oh my God. And
What a fake from Scampolino. DeLucia's layup is no good. But, dude, he faked out everyone in the gym there.
he faked me out.
Me too.
My whole head turned.
As another no call on the Derby side.
Yeah, this ref is he's really
Yeah.
some old school 80s piston ball.
Let him play out there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
I know. We touched on it earlier, but DeLucia, man, underneath the paint, he's putting in a shift grabbing rebounds, man. It's impressive.
Yeah. Napiello firing away.
It looks good. I feel like every time the ball leaves his hands, it kind of shot.
Yeah, he's confident this game. I think
Right?
that's his third three-point attempt this game, excuse me.
Yeah, and Derby just cannot buy a bucket right now. It's 9-1. Their only point coming from the free throw line. They are 0 from the field.
And that was a great pass by James Campolino moving up the court, and Akatura looking
Another
for the
no
call.
The refs are really letting them play on both sides. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like the Hawks have been stunning on offense. It's just their defense. Derby hasn't made a shot, you know?
Yeah.
It's impressive.
Yeah.
Defense wins championships, Jacob. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Of course it does, you know.
I mean, they're barely even able to attempt a shot. There they go up.
That was a nice spin move.
Yeah, it
Kinda
was a
caught me
really
off
nice
guard.
spin move. There's some talks in the gym about a travel, but I think it was just a really impressive spin move, if we're being completely honest.
And I think that'll be a foul on DeLucia.
Yeah.
Or Stapidis, I don't know.
Yeah,
I didn't hear, but I saw the two.
One of them. So Derby won that. 23. That's Ethan. That's Ethan Stapidis. So Derby will have a chance to get some more points from the only place they've gotten points tonight.
Quick mention on Ethan Stapidis, still leading the NBL
in rebounding. Yes, sir.
And double-doubles.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's our guy, man.
Quick mention. I've been doing my homework.
Love that.
Yeah.
Love that. Ethan Stapidis, leading rebounder. But the shot falls. It's 9-3 now, and the Hawks are definitely going to want to get one back on offense after a little bit of a slump on the offensive end at this point. There's 2 minutes to go in the first quarter.
And despite the scoreboard, it looks like a slow start, but it's really been nothing but movement. It's kind of 24/7,
And we were talking about how not too many calls from the refs, and that's kind of why this game's been really fast-paced so far. Like, only a minute left in the first quarter, and there's been no calls, man. I mean, we've seen Derby shoot 2 free throws. We saw DeLucia shoot a few, Stapidis shoot a few, but outside of that, man, we're 9 minutes, we're 8.5 minutes of game time in, and I think the game started 11 minutes ago. Like, there hasn't been like a stoppage at all.
No. There might have been maybe 3 on that inbound.
I know, a few of them. But
I'm really
the
liking
passing
the ball
is
movement.
great. Oh, my, what a... that's how you draw it
ball.
up at practice, man. I know Stapidis' pass went astray there, but...
That's a nice word.
Astray?
Astray.
I've been working on my vocab. I'm glad you noticed.
Yeah. This season I've had some highlights, but...
Yeah, I mean, we're going to do a little flashback to when you said Stork delivering a baby as Akatura's shot is in and out. You called something like as smooth as like a stork. I
don't know. I have no clue what you're talking about. And Will DeLucia almost had another rebound over there. And Akatura, great defense.
Yep. That'll stay with Derby. I believe they're the Red Raiders or the Raiders. Something like that. I think they're I don't know. Maybe just the Raiders. Great mascot, I must add.
William Billy Unti.
Yep, a little Will for Will substitution as Billy checks in.
Good.
Thanks.
That was good, dude.
It just came to my mind. I really have not been planning that.
You really got it tonight, dude.
Right? As that one is Ken Little, the bucket and the scream, and he gets a technical. Wow.
Was that player on the court or on the bench?
Who?
That yelled and got that technical.
No, it was Little. He made the layup and then underneath the basket screamed.
Oh, I couldn't tell.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I kind of watched that whole thing unfold. Good call though, as they'll send Scampolino to the line. But yeah, this game is at this point in time.
That was number 5, I believe.
Yeah, Ken Little, and this game it's 10-5. I feel like it's a lot closer than it should be. I feel like the Hawks are dominating this game.
Yeah.
Considering Derby, that was their first made shot from the court. Yet they still only are down 6, the Raiders.
Yeah.
So under a minute to go now. Napiello will try to set up something on the offensive end. Unti finds the ball. Good fake.
And Akatura on the wing.
He thought about that one. Shot clock starts to tick.
Unti inside, looking what to do. Over to Dean
Akatura.
Akatura.
The basket's no good. Ball
Fighting
gets tipped around quite a bit. He didn't have. They're gonna knock Unti for the travel, but I don't think he really had full possession when he moved his feet. And he was kind of nudged a little bit. I don't love that call.
This gym is getting pretty loud despite not a ton of student sections in here.
It's rec basketball night, Jacob. What can we say?
Oh, yeah.
What can we say? As okay, it's a good point. There's not a ton of support there.
And some pressure, John Napiello. Let's see if he gets a violation. No, it was close, though. And Dean Akatura just takes it. Let's see what he does. Buzzer beater.
Oh, almost beat the buzzer, Jake. 11-5 now. The first quarter will go down we mentioned a pretty quick moving first quarter. Not as much scoring as we're used to seeing, but they've kept Derby to 5 points, which is what they like to see.
I really like Dan Akatura's defense early on. I think he's been playing great. His pressure on the wing, I think, has been a real big game changer right now.
Yeah.
You know, they've been penetrating right from that like right elbow.
Yeah.
Primarily, I think, and then Delucia and Ethan Saputis' defense down there, and then as he kind of lets up into that elbow. I think it's been a real game changer.
Absolutely. We got what did Matt Pettit call it? It's something he said like I forget what he calls this, but it's when we shoot the pom poms at the cheerleaders.
Hoops.
We got the parents doing it tonight though, because as we mentioned, it's a big night for rec basketball. A large majority of the student section is over at Long River. I know. Can we ask for one?
I might stick my hand up.
Can we ask for one?
I might drop this mic in.
Oh, next time, man. If they do it again.
Last time I got it, but I shot 1 for 6.
Yeah.
So.
If they ask for it, we're hopping off the mic, dude, and we're going on, and we're shooting some hoops.
And if someone asks me in person, I'll tell them I shot 100%.
100% from the field. Much like me and you are both going to do tonight, Jacob, in our rec game. 8:30 o'clock.
8:30, Cheddar Bay.
8:30 p.m. at Long River Middle School.
Late night.
Show up, really, if you're watching this broadcast. I mean, you clearly like basketball, so to watch some high quality.
If you're watching this, not to self-promote, but, if you've got nothing better to do, why not?
Yeah.
And
great
Billy
steal,
great pressure.
Good pass to Markel Brown. His layup, real acrobatic, but it doesn't
And the pressure so far, that's going to be a jump ball. Woodland's ball.
Nonetheless, very impressive from Markel there. Pure athleticism to
Especially
go up.
running with him.
Right?
Sometimes I see in like a lot of athletes that like they'll struggle to kind of like read a transition or read a fast break and really be able to like run with someone and keep pace to not like overrun them.
And he corralled the pass well. He tried to go backboard there, but it is no good. As the score stays 11-5, as the Hawks offensively are not having their way. Now it seems they're gonna start tacking some fouls on. This one is on, who are they gonna tack that one on? Napiello? I think so. We can wait for them to show it on the scoreboard, but at the line, it's Ortiz.
I believe it was Napiello.
No, Scampolino. We were wrong.
We were
both wrong. It's okay. Don't put all the blame on yourself. It's 11-6 now.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
For being so supportive of me.
Right.
And that'll be Saputis with a rebound, the leading rebounder in the NVL, I might add.
We got to keep stressing that. Leading rebounder in the NVL.
I can't remember if the last time we've had someone lead rebounds for the NVL.
I know.
For Woodland, right?
Seriously.
It's been a very long time, I believe.
You're right.
I mean, I haven't really done my homework that much. But
I know. I hope he can keep that lead as the season progresses, as the starting lineup is back in now. When we're about a minute through the second quarter, because they need a spark on offense, if we're being completely honest, Jacob. They need something going on offense.
That's a travel.
That's a travel. Well, they're going to call a jump ball.
Something I think they need to adjust with their press breaker.
Yeah.
Personally, I think they right when they get to that half court line, maybe just dribble up and get into it. I know you could easily with a press, especially like a half court press. The layup is off right there, but
and now Akatura the lay,
and with a little bit of contact.
Yeah, he's not going to argue though. Akatura seemed to kind of be complacent with the no call there. As now Derby for three.
And that three is off the mark. Ethan Saputis, another rebounder.
Both teams really struggling on the offensive end tonight. Derby still only one made shot from the field, but they're only down 5. Akatura, his shot is no good. As they're both teams still searching for something on offense. They're gonna call a travel. Yeah, we saw that one play out. Checking back into the game for Derby is Marquin. And Derby also seems to have the same lineup as their starting lineup back on the court. So both teams turning to their veterans, as both teams are lacking on offense, really.
Yeah, it's not a super high-scoring game.
Yeah, it's going to be grind and pound, Jacob. As Ethan Steputis, just as I said that, takes matters into his own hands.
Tough layup.
And he gets the
reads defense
steal.
like a book.
Wow. Real impressive from Ethan.
Right, like a poet, dude.
Right? That's a 4-point swing right there. Just like that, the lead is 9. Derby looks for a call but doesn't get it. And now the Hawks have the momentum. Scampolino's gonna run the floor. Akatura for 3. No good. He can't really find his shot tonight.
And it's only the first half.
You're right,
so.
he's got plenty of time, man. Plenty of time. We know when Dean gets hot, Dean gets hot. As Napiello, what a steal!
And he's pushing up the court.
He wants to keep it himself, but they steal it.
Spears gets back.
And that is Ken Little with the layup and a little bit of taunting to go along with it.
He's got to be careful not to get a second tech.
Seriously.
He'll get tossed.
He already got teched up once, man.
Great layup.
Got to be careful as DeLucia just cannot find the basket. So now Derby try to add to some momentum of their own.
You can kind of hear the slaps.
Jump ball, yeah, it'll go Woodland's way, and the refs really are not calling any fouls tonight.
Yeah, I like seeing them, kind of like play it out, but
Absolutely.
you gotta call some.
Sometimes when it comes, sometimes there's no denying that when a foul's a foul, but you're right. I like a good game that's not ruined by fouls and stoppage and all that.
Well, they really moved it up right there on that press breaker.
They were able to
I like that.
have Derby completely retreat into what seems to be a 3-2 zone right now, right? I think so. No, maybe man.
I believe so. And Dean
got
touched
in
on
his
that.
face. In his face.
It was only a
Knocks
matter of
it
time,
down,
really.
Right. And now the boys are getting hot. It's 18-8, about halfway through this second quarter. And the Derby just barely gets it over the half-court line.
They're going to call a light foul.
Yeah, now they're going to get Dean on a foul. And I really hope now we don't start to get a shift in calls like that, Jacob. That would be unfortunate. It's been great so far. But it's all right. It's 18-8. Derby's ball. And, I mean, it feels like the Hawks should be up 15 in this game. They're up 10, but
it feels like we're up by almost 20.
Right?
With like the lack of offense by Derby, but
lack of offense completely. The only bucket's coming from Little underneath the paint. Now they'll tip
He's
the
wide
3.
open.
There you go. To all they needed as they break the full court press once again. This time the pass is red. Steputis' pass this time was red. He wasn't the one doing the reading. As that'll be Marquin missed 3. Little being pressured underneath. They're gonna get a foul. Even though there was contact on both sides, and now the game is starting to get a little sloppier here, Jacob.
Pretty personally, I thought it was a jump ball.
Yeah.
I saw 2 hands on it with, but whatever.
It's all right.
I saw a mix of both, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit of both.
Yeah.
All right.
I can't.
That's fair. That's fair. So now we're about exactly halfway through this second quarter. Derby's going to attempt another 3. It was Ortiz again.
And he's really bear hugging him down there as Billy Unti gets fouled.
I mean, this last minute, there's just been more foul calls than there were the entire first quarter.
Yeah.
Refs are really starting to crack down as they're seeing how physical this game is going. But if the score stays around this 7-10 mark, the Hawks should be able to cruise. As Markel Brown, the layup. He can't finish once again, but what a take. Napiello makes a man miss. The drive is good.
That was great.
That's one that goes on the highlight reel, Jacob.
That spin move, because I really thought he was going to shoot it, and
Right.
he didn't see, but his peripherals, they didn't let him down.
I mean, if you wanted to find John Napiello in one play, you show him that. Now he's got a layup opportunity. Got it.
That's a tough layup. Really just, he kind of hung there in the air right there.
Dude, he shifted his like whole form midair, avoided the contact, and got the bucket. And now it's 22-11, and the Hawks have a pretty commanding 11-point lead.
And the ref had something to say to Woodland coach, but in the Derby, coach is very vocal.
He's getting, who's he?
I'm surprised he's yelling at the ref. I'm really surprised he hasn't.
It's like he's looking for a technical foul right now.
Say.
Oh. DeLucia's shoe falls off. And seems like Derby kind of stepped on it. It's getting ugly.
And
what are they calling? They better not be calling anything on the Woodland sideline, as it was Derby doing all the chirping. Non-biased, of course. What is going on?
I'm confused.
I think it must have just been a warning on both sides. And it had to have been a warning on both sides.
Yeah.
It's gonna stay with Little shooting 2.
Yeah, I think it
free
was a warning
throws.
also.
Yeah. But it's the shooting foul now. No technicals yet. And I wouldn't put it past either sideline at this point. His first free throw goes. As this game, Jacob, after a very quick first quarter, is now it's getting ugly out there. I won't lie.
Yeah, the tension
Right?
really kind of building up.
It's kind
right
of
here.
taking over the gym.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Yeah.
Feel the tension.
Pretty quiet. Like a library. I feel nervous to just yell.
It's just the nervous tension. As Derby
I feel like screaming.
wants
dude.
the timeout.
Making me anxious.
Yeah. And
Just want someone to start screaming, break the silence over here.
I mean,
Could be you, Bryce.
I was just gonna say, it could be any of us, man. Just a little you know what I mean?
See, there we go.
Just a lot louder.
Thank
There's 3
heavens.
minutes left in the second quarter. These last 2 minutes of play have been virtually stagnant. However, we have seen some flashes of greatness. We saw John Napiello have a little fake of his own that led into a layup, a little fast break layup. A lot of good things going on for the sophomore there.
Yeah.
So now it'll be, speaking of sophomores, Markel Brown has checked in.
He's
But,
getting a good amount of playing time
Right?
tonight.
A lot of playing time. And Evan Masterpietro has checked in as a freshman. You're right.
Yep.
Markel's a baller, dude. Kid's getting a lot of playing time. I'm loving what I'm seeing from him, making a little sophomore leap. He's a guy in the future that could be really effective. DeLucia's able to corral it, gets
He gets rid of
Masterpietro.
it. That was a nice shot, really, just getting rid of it and not causing a turnover right there.
Yeah, that one could have been a huge momentum swinger in Derby's favor. Instead, the Hawks take over possession. Shot clock getting low, though. Steputis is called with the charge. And
I don't agree with that call.
the officiating is really starting to take over this game. As the ref that we were once fantasizing over dunking the ball, Jacob, has become a lot of people's least favorite person in the gym right now.
Yeah.
I still want to see him dunk, though.
Yeah, that hasn't gone away, but
So this time it's Ortiz. It'll be Little for 3. Bang.
just completely forgotten about over there on that.
I mean,
with that.
completely taunts the Woodland sideline, but they're not going to get a technical. He's got to be careful, Jacob, because he's already got a technical.
And I feel like these refs are ready.
They are so ready to call fouls at this point in the game. So now it's Markel underneath, and he gets on the board.
That was a great quick layup. Good turn around, not knowing.
Right? Good court awareness, for sure. In Derby, they look to be closing the gap a little bit. Now it remains 8 points. Evan Masterpietro guarding Ortiz up tightly. It'll be Mannequin, and he gets the layup. The lead is back to 6 as Derby is crawling their way back into this game. Masterpietro, he's also going to be tagged with the charge.
And the Derby bench really taunting right now. I could easily see a tech.
They're riled up. I mean, every single one of them is standing, which in high school ball is just, and there's so much So much talk. This is getting ugly, man. These teams
Despite being down the entire game and only realistically, you know.
so
I won't
yeah.
go into further.
The first time these two teams played, man, it was an away game, so we didn't commentate. But it seems like there is some bad blood right now. These guys don't like each other.
A little bit.
Coaches, players, fans.
Last time we had some bad blood with coaches. Our own Mr. 40 here was getting chirpy at that.
What a fun game that was. And now it's
block right there, falls right into his hands.
Derby is really catching fire on offense. They've cut the lead to 4. It's 24-20. A game that was once 11 points, but Napiello takes over. Master Picho, no good on the lay. Minute and a half to go in the second quarter. Derby is getting it going. And now it's a jump ball that favors Derby.
I don't really see a jump ball on
Me
that.
neither.
I mean, it was only one hand. He kind of stripped him. I'm sorry, but it was
agree
only
with
really
you.
his right side. So I mean, I'm not the ref, but
There's a lot of ways that call could have gone, and jump ball was not the one that I liked at all. I completely agree with you. Ortiz, now it'll be another Derby three-pointer. That one was Henriquez. And now they're just calling
Defensive
so
foul.
many fouls right now, Jacob.
yeah, he really warmed up to that whistle.
He did, man. This second quarter has gone by maybe twice as long as the first quarter.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know
agree
either.
with a ton of these, but you know what? It'll be all right.
Shout out to our athletic director, Mr. Daly, walking by now. If any situations in this gym escalate, you can guarantee he'll be the one to, come in and stop it. You know, Jake?
Yeah.
So now it's Little with his second free throw. First one did not convert. Minute 19 to go. And both his free throws are no good. He was pretty automatic up until that point. But now the Hawks are going to take these 30 seconds, I would think, to slow down the game and gain control again. Staputis and Akatura both on the bench. So we'll see how the underclassmen can step up. And it's Markel Brown called with the travel. Derby making a quick sub. This time it's Kaba coming back in for Little. They'll give him a breather on that one technical. So now it'll be Derby with under a minute to go. Only down 4 right now, Jacob.
With under a minute left.
Right?
We'll see how this Woodland defense holds up right now.
Yeah.
We've been looking.
Wow. And Marquin is really taking over this game. He had 4 points to the paint up until then. He just drained a 3. Now it's a 1-point game in what was just an 11-point game.
And I've never really seen anybody play in Jordan 11s. I've just seen them as more of a fashion shoe. But
right? But man, he is playing in them. And somehow Derby almost ended up with that ball. They didn't, but there's 25 seconds to go.
And most of our starters, pretty much all of them except John Napiello are out.
I know there's not a single senior on the court. So these guys really got to step up. I think it's going to come into the hands of John Napiello, the very
screen right there by
experienced
DeLucia.
sophomore. Markel Brown, no good. Master Picho with the board. Jump ball, Woodland's ball.
And that'll stay Woodland possession.
Jacob, the amount of whistles in the second quarter is beyond me right now.
I think this quarter feels double the amount of time as the first quarter did.
It might be. It honestly might be.
Might be a little close.
Marcus Estes, the pass goes astray, and it's Derby that gets fouled. The second quarter is really taking up a lot of our time. As now it'll be Ryan Deptula checking into the game for the last 14 seconds. Our beloved Cheddar Bay coach. Look at that, Jacob.
Yeah, checking in. Yeah, Ryan Deptula.
Cheddar Bay Biscuits rec basketball coach Ryan Deptula. I wonder if he'll be coaching our game tonight later on.
I doubt it.
I think so.
Yeah, you have a lot more faith than I do.
I guess
But
so,
anyway.
man. This is to take the halftime lead, by the way, Jacob. And they do.
A pretty decent comeback.
I mean, really impressive comeback. The entire first quarter and most of the second quarter looked dominated by the...
And Evan Masterpiece has lost the ball.
Yeah, he
at least got entangled up.
No, he didn't handle that pass, but wow. What a pass from Deptula, man. That was impressive.
It was great. I thought he was going to go up and try to score. But
9 seconds into the game, and he makes a pass like that. So much screaming going on, Jacob. What is going on in this gym?
I'm like, dude, what is happening
I feel like everyone right now is yelling. 5 seconds to go. Derby gonna try to get the last shot. Do not foul. It'll be Little.
Air ball. All right. This is halftime.
Yeah.
Bryce, what are your thoughts? What do you think we could do better?
All right, so somehow Derby is leading this game right now. And I say somehow because it felt like 75–80% of it was just completely dominated by the Hawks. But it's the Raiders with a halftime lead, and I mean, if Woodland wants to win, man, they got to stop playing sloppy. It got sloppy at the end, and the seniors got to come back in. Yeah, I love seeing some sophomore play, but you know. All right, as now we're gonna be joined by Mama Manning.
I'll see you guys
Jacob's
in a little
gonna
bit.
hand the headset off. Hey, Mama. What's going on? We're gonna let the cheer team perform first, per usual.
All right, howdy, howdy. Oh.
New routine. Real impressive showing from the cheer team, as always.
Good job, girls. Good to see them on a Tuesday night.
For sure. Well, welcome back, Mama. Good to have you.
Thank you.
How are you doing tonight?
Well, I'm a little nervous right now.
This game is interesting. It's
It
intense.
was. So the JV game was a 36-point blowout.
We lost.
We won.
We won.
We won.
Be nice to see that on over here on the
This
varsity
one is very
side.
low scoring. First quarter was a, what, 11-5?
Yeah.
And now we're down 24-25.
Yeah, Derby kind of took over late in that second quarter.
They did. Their shots were going down. We were kind of frozen there.
Really physical game too,
Lots of turnovers. Physical under that hoop. Oh my goodness.
I know. Seriously.
I think some people are going to be taking some hot showers tonight.
And I don't know about you, but these teams don't look like they like each other very much either.
Oh, they do not.
They
do
bad
not.
blood.
There's a lot of rivalry, during football.
Yeah.
It carries over into basketball, and then you should see baseball games.
That's when they're really fed up with each other in the spring.
Yeah, it's been too long a year.
Seriously.
Yeah.
I know. I saw a little
unbelievable.
taunting over on the side over there from
Oh,
some
did you
Derby
see
players.
the player was teed up?
Yeah, I
10
did.
was teed up.
And then he, number 5, made a 3 and kind of did a little some finger guns in your face.
To the cheerleader girls.
Crazy.
Yeah, you don't do that in Mama's house.
Right? You're
Come
right
on.
there. He's got to know you're right there, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So,
you see
yeah.
Coach Clark is here? He's the football coach. He's a Woodland grad. He's got a Dallas Cowboy sweatshirt on
I
over
see
there.
up there.
Yeah.
He was a coach?
Yeah, he's the football coach. He was a
Gotcha.
former student here. And I
Gotcha.
said, where's your Giants jersey?
The
And
audacity.
he said, I still won't wear one. And I said, well, you're welcome. We welcomed you back. Creep.
Seriously.
Yeah.
So, so the first game, Derby barely won, and it looks like it's going to be another thriller.
First quarter.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And then, when we were away playing them.
Yeah. Derby barely won.
Yeah.
In a
and
close
we had
game.
a lead.
Yes.
We had a lead. Blew the lead.
Very similar to what this game is shaping up to
But
be.
that's our history, We
It
got
is.
to put away a game.
It is.
We got to have fresh legs in that fourth quarter. You got to rebound. Your shots have got to go down.
Yep.
No sleeping.
Absolutely, Mama. And
You can sleep in my class tomorrow, but no sleeping during this game.
exactly.
I had a girl sleeping in my class today. I couldn't wake her up.
Really?
Yeah, the nurse had to come in. Is
Is that true?
Yeah,
The audacity.
I know. Those sophomores.
Seriously. Well, Mama.
Yes, dear.
In other basketball news, our rec basketball team, me and Jacob, have a game tonight. Have you been hearing about this rec basketball league?
I have a rec basketball story.
Let me hear it.
All right, so today is Tuesday.
Today is
Monday,
Tuesday.
yesterday.
Yeah.
I was invited by 2 football players to go to the rec game.
Okay.
So what did I do?
Oh, no.
I gas up my car.
Oh,
I
no.
quickly eat my supper. I get my fanny over there to the middle school, and what happens?
Canceled.
The game was canceled.
I know.
2 boys invited me, and they didn't tell me that the game was canceled.
How dare they, man?
Unbelievable.
Yeah, I know. All the games got canceled yesterday. Our game got canceled. It's unfortunate.
That's because the middle school game was later.
Yeah, so.
And so then I saw one of those boys in school today, and I said, "What? You didn't tell me." I didn't tell you what? That the game was canceled. Oh, what game? I said, your basketball game last night. I had a game last night?
Oh, my
I said,
God.
yes. He goes, oh, that was canceled. I'm like, that's the thing.
That's all I'm trying to say. Seriously.
Yeah,
funny.
those twins. I'm telling you, no names, but they're twins.
If we're talking about the same set of twins here, we got some rec basketball beef with them for sure.
All right, so who's the game tonight, 7 o'clock?
Yeah, 7 o'clock. Me and Jacob are taking on a street and like Evan Ministro's team. I don't know
Oh,
if
very good. How many teams are there?
There's 10 teams.
10 teams.
Yeah,
A lot of kids signed up this year.
absolutely. So when we play those very twins we were referring to, I
Yeah.
guess we got to tell you, Mama.
Well, you got to tell me.
Right?
What's the schedule? I will say I can't make it tonight. I got a hot date.
Perfectly fine. You got a hot take?
I got a hot date.
Yeah?
Yeah, Klingen. I'm
Yeah,
going to go home and watch
seriously.
my man, Klingen.
Who they got tonight?
Who do they
Xavier?
have?
Butler? One of them?
Butler.
Yeah, Butler.
Yeah, we got to win it, baby.
I know. Butler will be tough. They always
8:30.
play them tough.
I've taped it. I hope I'm probably going to miss the beginning, but you know what? You got to come back and be strong.
For sure.
Yeah,
For sure. But yeah, so UConn remains #1 in the country.
they do.
My Duke Blue Devils had a heartbreaking loss to North Carolina.
They did. I was thinking of you. I was going to call you, and I'm like, I can't be that mean. Yeah.
It would not have been a good time to call me.
It would not
I was
have.
upset,
Maybe
man.
you wouldn't even pick up the phone.
There's a good chance.
Yeah.
But it's all right, because next time it's in Cameron, and we'll get them back, and we'll be hot going into the 30 in March.
That's
you know?
awesome. But you know who's #1?
I know who's #1.
Yeah, we're going to put you away.
We'll see come March. We'll see.
Oh,
you know
yeah,
who's
we'll
been great?
see.
Castle's been great.
Oh, my God.
He's been incredible.
He had that injury at the beginning of the season. He's
Yep.
come back, and now he's on fire. Everybody's saying one and done.
He might be.
Could you imagine if I were one and done?
I mean, yes.
Do you know how many years I've been in the classroom?
A one and done? That'd be incredible. It'd be horrible.
Yeah, I would not have had all these experiences here.
You got to stay more than 1 year, I
You
think.
have to.
Right?
Come on.
The NBA is nice, but it'll be there. It'll
yeah,
be there.
It'll be there.
Spend some time in college.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of that.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for the call. I'm still waiting for the call for an interview
I feel
for a
like-
Giants OC job.
OC?
Yeah.
So who are they looking at right now?
Nobody. I don't
Really?
know. Not even me.
They should clean house.
They should.
Hire you as
Yeah, I
head
can spring
coach,
clean.
OC, DC.
You should see me with a vacuum cleaner. I can clean house.
No rookie to clean it out. It's a good one.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
I'm
that's a
thinking
good
on
one.
my toes today.
Seriously. Real quick with the jokes.
Yeah.
So yeah, me and Jacob's game's at 8:30, so we're gonna
8:30.
have to hustle.
Who else is on your team?
Let's see. So we got Caden Hughes, Jeff Galuzzi, RJ, Jan Petruzzi,
Wow.
Jacob, me.
Oh, you're loaded.
We got a squad.
What's your record?
Right now we're 2-0.
2-0.
Yep, which is a good place to be.
Hey, did you see me making shots?
You making shots?
I was making shots.
Oh, the pom-pom
Yeah,
shootout?
did you
Yes,
see me?
sir. I saw some.
I made 5 out of 6.
Me and Jacob were like, next time they do that, we have to get up, we have to take the headsets off.
Oh, you've got to.
Right?
That'll be sensational.
Little-
I'll try to block your shot.
A little warm-up for our
Yeah.
rec.
Yeah.
But yeah, I saw you drain a few.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate
Yeah.
that. Little Marcus had one.
Yup.
Yeah, little cousin had one.
Yes,
Yep.
yes.
Mhm.
I like how they're getting the parents engaged now, not
Yeah.
just the fans.
Yeah.
Parents
yeah.
want to have some fun too.
I don't know. Nick DeLucia's back in that middle of the audience. Did you shoot? Were you shooting those pom-poms? Did you shoot the pom-poms? Did you
did.
make it? I got 5 out of 6.
Were you really 5 out of 6?
See, when you get old, you don't have it anymore. Mama's got it. Wow. You got to practice, buddy.
It's awesome.
Isn't that awesome?
Good to see him
You
back.
come back and you know you're going to get harassed by me.
Yeah, no one else, right?
No one else.
But did you really go 5 for 6?
I went 5 for 6.
Those are some stats.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
That's a high percentage.
Good work, Mama.
Yeah.
Good work.
Yeah, I work out with Klingon in between classes.
Yeah?
His.
In between his classes. I wonder how he's doing in his classes. Klingon.
Oh, I don't know, but if he needs tutoring, man, he can call me anytime.
English. I bet you could teach him some math.
You think?
A little history.
I did calculus in college. I'm a little rusty.
It's rough.
Yeah.
I'm in it right now. That's it, I guess.
All right.
So it's going to be a close one.
It will be.
Let's go Hawks, right?
Yeah, let's go Hawks.
All right,
We need
Mama.
this one.
One in a million, Bryce. You're
Thank
one in
you,
a million.
Jake. Thank you. Let's watch some good basketball here.
Yeah, dude. I got a little greedy before the game. I thought I could have a snack, and
Indeed could not have a snack.
no. The food gods said no.
Food gods. Hate them. So,
Dean Ekater really wanted the ball in the corner, and John Naviello overthrew it.
and the momentum is picking up right where it left off in Derby's favor as a very rare miscue from Napiello from the passing end. So now Derby, they're kind of slowing the pace a little bit in what was a very high pace second quarter with some fouls. Let's see how physical we are, and now they're calling everything.
That was definitely a foul, though.
Absolutely a foul, you're right. But yeah, I think Derby, honestly, Jacob, what I think the shift might be is that
Tell me honestly.
in the first quarter, there was Derby's been keeping the same game plan the whole time. Their whole they've taken maybe 3 shots outside the perimeter, right? Their whole game has been dominating the paint, right? And in the first quarter, we saw it went so fast there were no calls. Now they're getting the calls, and when they're not getting the calls, they have second, they have third chance opportunities. They're getting everything in the paint. And now,
I was just kind of puzzled why we had all 4 of our guys on that in the box for the rebounding for that for the free throw, but I realized that they were set up for a press. But that'll be a travel on Dean Ekater as he fumbled with that.
Dean Ekater travel. Hate to see it.
And this press has kind of been all game. That'll be a pass inside. You can't let that happen with such a size difference with Will DeLucia.
They have all the momentum, Jake. It's 28-24, and we need someone to take over for Woodland. It's just a matter of who it's going to be. Will it be our fan favorite up here, James Scampolino? He's going to line to shoot, too.
As Mama enters back into the building.
Good old Mama, man. She really is just the GOAT. I hope she listens to when we talk her up afterwards.
Yeah, dude, I never have anything to complain. And I know when my time is coming, as James Campolino makes the first one.
You mean your time is coming?
Well, you know, as it's about to hit halftime, I'm like,
Yeah.
all right, it's my little break. It feels like a lunch break, like I'm at the office. But this is nothing like the office. It's James Campolino.
You mean at the restaurant?
Let's not get into that. Please.
Frankie's, the family restaurant.
No.
Free advertising.
Dan Ekater playing a tough defense right there.
Right.
Will DeLucia again. That's a travel.
That's a travel.
Thank you.
Very obvious call.
I didn't think it really took him falling all the way to the floor to call that, but it got called. That's all that matters. And you know what? My opinion doesn't really matter because I'm not in stripes. So
now it feels like, Jake, that every possession there's been some sort of whistle, whether it's a travel. We've had 2 on both sides. Some sort of foul. We've had foul shots.
James Campolino.
No good. And yeah, that really felt like the first possession without a whistle. I was waiting for it. Now it's Little. No good.
DeLucia really getting tough in there.
Love that. Now it'll be Ekater taking the ball up.
Getting bumped right there.
Little gonna take it himself. No good.
It's through his good hands of defense, not getting that call. James Campolino. The Napiello.
Yup. Bang.
Beautiful.
Stuck it in.
Like clockwork.
Clean layup, and the game is back to tie, 28-28. Yeah, no, that was a really impressive maneuver, I'd say. And now it'll be Ortiz, man. Kick and handle the ball. Great pass by Napiello. Just a little too much. Akatura tried to save it.
I saw the idea, though. Just kind of lead him, but it was just a little too much. Well, good thing he doesn't play quarterback.
Jeez, no mercy, Jake. The idea was there for sure.
Maybe that wasn't appropriate.
As now we've probably gone like 2 minutes without any sort of whistle or breakage.
Dean Akatura getting in for that layup.
Now it's finally out of bounds.
Having a little bit of a tough night.
Right, I think the boys both needed that, a little breather. And you're right, Akatura not having what we're really used to seeing from him. Nonetheless, it'll be still a tie game. And the defense really does have to step up here. It's in a first quarter that was entirely dominated by defense. It feels like since then, lack thereof. You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally.
As we're reaching about the 5-minute mark of this third quarter. Take from Derby, he loses it.
And that'll be off. Number 4, Don Jett.
Once again, another time that I'm commending the refs for the good no call.
I don't feel like there was a ton of contact on that episode, just besides the body.
It was chippy for a while, but now we're kind of starting to see just a lot of loose balls on both ends, really.
And we're seeing kind of a roundabout offense right here with a lot of screens around the perimeter.
Yeah, Globetrotter-esque as now Napiello will have 13 seconds to try to set up a shot for his offense. Saputis, Akatura for 3. Can he get going? Yes, he can.
That'd be huge and one to get
Count
this
the
offense
basket.
started.
Possession 4-point play. Potential 4-point play, that is.
Shot through the net like a spear, dude. You saw it cut that thing?
Dude, it was beautiful, man. We love it. We love it. It really was beautiful, though. As, just have to clarify.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure that you were serious, you know.
Make sure that you really knew I was serious. Akatura to cap off the 4-point play. No good. So it stays one possession, 31-28. 4.5 to go in the third quarter. And that's Ortiz with the layup. Good take. 31-30 now. And both offenses are seeming to come alive for the first time tonight. Scampolino, he's trying to get engaged since that first bucket of the game, that three-pointer. He's open on the corner, but they don't find him. Staputis to DeLucia underneath. On the floor, foul.
That'll be on number 4, Don Chet.
Yep. Chet getting a lot more playing time in this second half. We barely saw him out there on the court in the first.
Two kind of quick, well, it feels like quick fouls compared to last quarter, but even though there's only 4 minutes left.
I know, no, I was trying to say it, bro, that like 3 minutes just like flew by. Because there were the ball didn't even go out of bounds for a while. It was just
with the great pump fake and the
floater. Tough angle. He had that 3, he had that and 1-3, and now that.
Some of that little Rajon Rondo-esque, that little pump fake.
I know, that angle that's like kind of.
That was great, and he was really parallel to the basket.
Yeah. I know, seriously.
Okay, Dean Akatura really fighting through these screens.
He heard us, Jacob. He heard us kind of talking down on him a little bit. Had 5 points of his own there. Wow.
Great defense. Really tough shot, though.
Yeah, no, there's nothing you could do there but tip your hat, man. As Scampolino is blocked, clean block.
Assistant coach on Derby really stepping up right there. And Dean Akatura, a quick three-pointer. It's good.
Wow!
Bang!
8 straight points for Dean Akatura.
And you know, I said earlier, wait till the second half.
You called that, man.
Just wait till the second half.
Kid is heating up. But man,
a lot of tough layups by Derby.
This Derby team is impressive on the in the paint. All their points are in the paint. I mean,
and
oh, what a chance that could have been.
Yeah, Dean Akatura is really heating up, and I said it. Just wait till the second half because he will get hot.
You did say that word for word. But yeah, I mean, it's still a 2-point game, but it feels like the story of the second half so far for the Hawks. It's Dean Akatura, right? He's writing the story for them. And Derby, it's just that constant perimeter basketball, man. Not perimeter, what am I saying? Paint basketball. Just dominating right underneath the hoop. Tough layups, tough shots getting off. As Akatura goes 1 for 2 from the line, 37-34. 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. And a third quarter that the offenses have really stepped up. The halftime speeches must have worked, at least on the offensive end. Derby going to use.
Especially for Akatura. He's really
right?
fired up, and this tough, aggressive defense that we're seeing right here, and we're seeing Derby just kind of really force these layups. I mean,
that was
the
a
first
good no
couple
call.
ones were.
Napiello, good decision. Akatura for 3. Yes! The kid is hot, man. He's accounted for Woodland's last 12 points, Jacob. He's got 3 threes, a 2, and 1 free throw, and he has taken over.
3.
Yeah.
Didn't make the free throw, but it's a thought that counts.
After a really shaky first half, and now it's
Let's
Woodland's
see what he
ball.
does with it.
Dean.
Euro step.
Oh my God.
That Dwayne Wade.
Look
Euro
at this
step.
kid,
oh my
man.
God.
He's got 14 in
He's
the
heating up.
last 3 minutes, really. Finally, they're going to call a blocking foul, which definitely could have been a kick. But now, just like that, Jacob, look at the score. I think you're going to be shocked. We have an 8-point lead.
Yeah,
How do we have an 8-point lead?
We went into this 26-25 down after,
Right.
kind of letting go of that 11-point lead.
Right? And you know who earned that lead? It's Dean Akatura, man.
Yeah.
Kid's having a legacy second half. Good.
Really proving why he's been named
Captain.
co-captain this year.
Right? Can he have another? Yes, he
another.
does.
Great. Did you see him really convert his ball with that right hand so he didn't get blocked?
Finally, the timeout.
Derby needs a timeout. Electric starts in the second half. Electric.
I mean, I could be wrong, but I think he has 16 points in the second half right now.
NBA
and
numbers.
It's not the fourth quarter
NBA
yet.
numbers, yeah, these are nuts.
It's been 6 minutes. What? The game is a 10-point game now, and Derby needed a timeout to talk it over. Wow. Wow.
Saw Mama Manning down there.
Yeah.
Give us some.
She's pumped.
Yeah, dude, I love it. At times, I wish we had like a little a third mic up here.
For Mama?
For the Mama mic.
Come on, baby.
We could install a little one that reached all the way down there. We just unmute it.
And we're gonna swing it over to Mama Manning now on the court.
We're gonna see what Mama Manning has to say about that and one, and she just
Let's go, baby.
giving it her all. Yeah. Well, that was good.
Thank you. I know.
Yeah.
Not to toot my own horn, tip my own cap, pat my
You
own
got any
back.
more? Yeah. You keep going. Keep going.
Those 3 straight. It's a good streak.
All right. I thought you had more. You were really firing away
I mean, don't test me, Jacob. I
some
could
pep in your own step.
pep it. Oh,
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
little fuel to the fire, man. Seriously. What are these called? They're not acronyms. They're like. There's a word for it.
Puns.
I mean, puns is like the slang term, but there's a grammatical term I know. As Dean Akatura's got a big old smile on his face.
Yeah. Let's stop talking English and not
Grammar.
English.
Grammar,
Switch over to Mandarin or something.
Mandarin?
No. I'll stop.
There's a minute and a half to go in the third quarter in what
And-
has been a Dean Akatura show. But a great answer from Derby out of the timeout. That's exactly how they wanted to answer, coming off that timeout to stop the momentum. And they get it to Akatura. What can he do? It's Scampolino for 3.
You can guarantee that one's going to be in.
The lead is back to 10. When Scampolino's on the corner, there's no one outside of the other, man.
And he's been kind of quiet since his first quarter three-pointer.
Impressive layup from Derby. There's a minute left to go.
There are times like this where I really wish the student section was a bit larger right now, because I know this gym would be
They'd be
louder
pumped.
than-
They'd be pumped.
Yeah.
Stapuis' pass goes astray. The lead is 8 still, 47-39. As we're about to reach what looks to be an entertaining fourth quarter, but hopefully on the Woodland side they can take care of business and close it out. Derby, it's going to be Ortiz from 3.
And that is a very deep shot.
Yep.
And John Napiello really getting up there for that.
Yeah. So there's about a 5-second differential between the game clock and the shot clock here. The Hawks can hold and really take a lot of time off heading into the fourth quarter. They're going to do just that. They pressure Napiello, though. And he steps on the line. It's Derby ball. Shot clock's off. 25 seconds to go in the third quarter. 47-39 now. And Derby, man, they're just hanging around. They've been doing it all game. They're not going without a fight. We saw a strong first quarter from the Hawks. They came back. We saw a strong D. Nakatura performance. They came back. So now what can they do here? There's 12 seconds. I think they'll probably hold for a final shot. It's going to be Ortiz driving in. Down to Little.
Good find, but that's a block.
5 seconds to go. They get it to Akatura. See if he can
Great
hoist
catch.
something
He's
up.
a wide receiver.
Dapiello
Just not in time.
doesn't get it off. It's no good anyway. As
Saw that?
yeah, what an overall great.
That was great.
Overall great third quarter from the Hawks. They outscored Derby by 9, following that 1-point halftime deficit. And man, I like what I'm seeing right now.
Yeah. Dude, D. Nakatura, I think that needs to be studied.
That man,
That needs to be some like Last Dance
Wasn't like
docu.
wasn't in like 2015 to 2018. There was something with Klay Thompson. What was it? Third quarter Klay, fourth quarter Klay. Was it like games? Oh, it was Game 6.
Game
Klay.
6,
That's what it
Klay
was.
Thompson.
Game 6 Klay. That's exactly what it was. And is the new thing gonna be
Hoodie Mello.
Hoodie Mello. Quarter 3 D. Nakatura?
Third quarter Akatura.
Seriously, I mean, there's some on the football end too, like Mahomes when it's a cold game, you know, stuff like that. Speaking of
Josh
Mahomes,
Allen when he's playing the Chiefs.
quite the opposite of what
L
we're
after
referring
L.
to. L after L. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if
Hate
that's right.
that. Speaking of football, Super Bowl. What do we think? I'm back in the Niners.
My thing is, I'd like to see Mr. Irrelevant be,
Relevant.
He is relevant.
Yeah.
And I don't, dude, Pete.
McCaffrey getting a ring. Imagine.
All right, I will die on this hill. Brock Purdy is a top 10 quarterback.
I agree. You know,
He's great.
We disagree with football takes a lot, but I think Purdy is
The
borderline
Steelers are
elite.
better than the Raiders and always will be.
Okay, we don't have to go there. Purdy is borderline elite, and I've been saying it. He's not a
He is
system
great.
quarterback.
He is
man.
great. All right,
Look
we
at the
can talk
kid.
about this later.
Yeah, I know.
we will, for sure.
We'll have a good conversation about it. But the
Akatura.
fourth quarter has started, and it bounces in Steputis' hands.
Akatura, will he take it himself? He will. There's a foul.
Yeah.
Got him with the body before that
Yeah,
block.
the block itself is all ball, but the body is what constitutes the foul.
And we'll see if Akatura can go 2 for 2 from the line.
Little gamesmanship from Derby there to scream in their face as the away team.
And it's not working.
No.
Obviously, as you can tell
Kid's
from the
got,
scoreboard.
I mean, kid's got ice in his veins, you know. Dude, if you told me,
2 for 2.
Dean Nakatura has to come down and make a shot, or you die,
I'd be like, all
living.
right.
I'd be
You wanna
perfectly
know what
fine
I would do,
with
guys?
that.
If someone told me that, I'd plan a vacation for 3 months in advance.
At that moment, at that given time.
Yeah, I'd be like, all right, I'll see you in Florida in a couple
Dude,
weeks.
I'd make plans later tonight.
Nice, dude.
Derby's got the full court press now.
Quick pass to Ethan Steputis. Let's see how they break
yeah.
this, and not traditionally how they have tonight with the passing, but
Yeah, no, the dribble was what killed it there. Scampolino for 3.
quick one, just off the mark, and Will
DeLucia
getting in there.
but the steal from Derby.
Ethan Steputis, great defense. Saw kind of a stiff arm right there from Derby.
Finally, it'll wind up in Steputis' hands.
And Dean Akatura will
And now Akatura will corral it.
settle that.
10-point lead. And you got to think.
No way!
It's going to be a 10-second call on Woodland. I guess. I don't really know. What was it? They didn't get it.
Backcourt?
I don't think they got it up fast enough. I'm really confused what that call was.
That's just not a good call.
No. Simply and utterly, it's just
Nobody
not.
actually had control of the ball, so therefore,
Yeah.
you can't start a shot clock with no one having possession.
You're
so
right. You can't start the 8-second or whatever it is. No, you're right. And, I mean, it's easier for me as a Woodland student to say that, but as Derby winds up with
also
the
as a
ball.
basketball fan, it's pretty easy.
Yeah. Scampolino could have been called for the reach there, but he won't, and now Derby will have the ball down 10, try to
And
creep
we
back
see
in, like
Woodland
we've seen
playing
them
some
do.
kinda aggressive defense so
Right?
far.
and still no calls, which is great. Finally, it's going to be an on the floor Will DeLucia call.
And I'm sorry, but I keep seeing from Derby, you know, like layup after layup, just kind of running inside no matter who's in there. And it's a good approach, you know, for trying to, you know, get some fouls here and there. But I don't know, like a lot of these that have like created like fast breaks for Woodland, which is great for us. But I mean, like that's just not a good shot.
No,
I'm
you're
sorry,
right.
that's just
You're
a
right.
bad
It's not
shot.
a good shot.
And I hate to be a negative Nancy, you know, but those aren't good shots. And you know,
That's a foul, ref. He's pressure. Okay. A game that was once dominated by calls, I guess, is not going to be the case. Now they call him with the foul. Thank you. Sorry, I got a little into it, but
no, dude, I let you have it, dude. I let you have it.
yeah, seriously, they got to start calling it. Derby's. What's happening is when Derby falls behind, they start reaching. They start looking for the foul. You were saying they're not good shots. They're not good shots because they're just trying to take fouls, and now Mr. Daly is getting involved. Why is Mr. Daly getting involved?
I think the ref wants somebody out.
A fan, maybe? They're just going to have Daly speak to him, it seems. I think it's not part of the game. Okay. So we're gonna have Mr. Daly sitting courtside now. I don't really know what's going on, dude.
What an interesting, one of the more interesting than not, you know.
Seriously, if that ain't the truth.
It's been a pretty wild game. And you know,
Akatura avoids the backcourt, takes the layup, and it's in.
The up and under, I think he has 20 now?
Yeah. Woodland wants a timeout to talk it over.
Electric second half for Woodland, to say the least. But yeah, this has definitely been one of the more, you know, weirder, you know, peculiar games that we've been a part. But nevertheless, Woodland still succeeding.
Yeah. Little rec basketball update. The Squatches are up 12 on the Airballers at the moment.
Oh.
In case any of you guys want to know. I know you want to know, Jacob. 12 points is not a lot. This Squatches team, which has been pretty dominant so far, maybe in a little bit of trouble. The Squatches game's at halftime for you guys who want to know, and for me and Jacob who kind of a clock to meet. But it is all good now, right? As now there's 5 minutes to go. Derby the three. They really needed something like that, man. It's a 10-point game. What this second half really, I mean, knock on wood, but it's been all Woodland. And it's been all Dean, really. Like, I don't mean to talk the kid up too much, but
no,
kid's been amazing. Nappy Yellow!
Signature floater
Wow!
right there.
That's just John Nappiello in a nutshell right there watching that play. That's just his game, man. The lead's now 12.
I can tell you've been getting a lot looser on this one.
What do you mean?
Just speaking your mind, dude.
Thanks, man. I think Jeff kind of brought it out of me last game.
Yeah?
For being completely honest. What, you didn't like that? John Nappiello in a nutshell?
No, I loved it. You're just, you know, you were a shell of yourself.
Jump ball. Thanks, buddy. It's going to be a jump ball now. You know, I just feel like that kind of crossover, make a man miss at the three-point line, drive in, take a floater, drain it, is the John Nappiello way. As he checks out now, as Billy Unti and Marcus Estes are the two non-starters in the game at the moment. Scampolino thinks about the three, but drives instead, and he takes it, and it goes in. Ball hung up there for a bit, but it falls. The lead is 14. Derby loses the ball. Out on Derby, and it's Woodland ball. The lead is now 14. Derby's going to make subs.
Dean Akatura will push this over to Billy Unti. Marcus Estes will get some time a little bit late in this fourth quarter. James Campolino baseline. Back over to Unti. See with Saputis will take it just off the mark. That'll be a tough make by Derby. And Dean Akatura will pick this up. He just loses it. Derby pushing it up. Travel.
Jump ball. This time it'll stay with Derby. Napiel and DeLucia are set to check back in. We're less than halfway left in this fourth quarter. And that's an impressive make from Derby beyond the arc. It's only a 9-point game now.
And John Napiello really pushing it.
He loses the ball. It's going to be Derby ball.
And he got... and the refs didn't seem to hear the Derby coach, but John Napiello definitely thought he got stripped on there.
Yeah. There's 3.5 minutes to go. Woodland's got a 9-point lead, which you would think is pretty comfortable, but seeing a lot of Woodland games this year, it's never too close to call.
Yeah.
A lead that was once 14 is now 9. We saw in the second quarter a lead that was 11 turn into a 1-point deficit at the half. So everything's possible. Anything and everything is on the table. But I mean, with the way the Hawks are playing, it's been a sloppy few possessions. But the second half, they just got to get back to Dean Akatura. He had an impressive third quarter. Hasn't been as involved in the fourth quarter in terms of scoring. However, yeah, it's getting interesting here. It's 55-46, and yeah, like we said, Jake, it's an interesting one. They just got to hold on to the 9-point lead, and they should be good. But this Derby team, they're scrappy, they're gritty, they're getting ugly points if we're being completely honest. Like, they're firing up tough physical layups that are going in. And with the ball only down 9, it could get interesting.
And Woodland's still staying in this zone all game.
So now it'll be Ortiz, definitely a shooter. Something to watch around the 3-point line. As the Woodland defense really strong here. They're under 10 seconds of the shot clock. Ortiz drives. They're going to call a blocking foul.
Something I'm kind of surprised about that, Woodland hasn't really switched up all game, and they've been pretty strict on this. They've stayed in this 3-2 defense all game despite, pretty much constant, driving from Derby. And I think maybe this game, I think they're still in single-digit, maybe 3-point attempts. That might be, that actually probably is wrong, but they might just be over, maybe 9 or 10 3-point attempts. And so, it doesn't matter what my opinion is. I'm not the coach down there. But, if this were me, I think I'd probably switch into like a 2-3 zone, with all this driving and, all this rebounding. And I don't know.
Nah, you're right.
Just some food for thought.
I like it, Jake. I love your analysis, man. It's great. You're like the Collinsworth to my Al Michaels, man. Really.
Thanks, Bryce.
As now, we've reached the under 3-minute mark. It's 55-46. That 9-point lead staying strong. Woodland going to take off a lot of time here. Really productive possession. If they can get points out of it, it'll be all that much more productive.
Kick ball violation.
Yep.
Thank you.
That actually resets the shot clock, which is huge.
I don't know why he took off with that ball. I don't know.
Right? I know. You kicked it.
It's just. I feel like it's.
What are they going to call a shin violation? Come on, man. As Akatura,
great read. Akatura.
He gets 2 points of his own.
I feel like that's maybe, 24, 26 for Akatura?
Yeah, it's up there, with the majority of them being in one quarter.
And honestly,
the lead's 11 now.
Without Akatura, this is a pretty ugly game for Woodland. Great read. by John Napiello. And he breaks this press, this one-man press that is, and he gets stripped again from behind.
Wow.
It kind of happened a little bit often this game.
Come on.
Akatura, no gun in the paint. But it was last touched by a Derby Red Raider. And it'll stay Woodland's ball. Jake, they got to be feeling pretty good right now, right? 2 minutes to go. 2 minutes and 4 seconds specifically. 11-point lead. As long as nothing gets crazy here, the Hawks can be walking out with an ugly win. Hold on a sec. We might be having a technical foul here. Be careful. Be careful, coach.
No, I would be fired up too. That's a technical.
What happened?
Someone yelled something and banged something. I believe a swear was thrown, and that's a foul right there.
That's definitely a reach. Those are fouls. Scampolino doesn't matter. In his face.
That really sets the tone for this game. 60-46. Woodland.
14-point lead, under 2 minutes to go, and that's the dagger right there, Jake. It really is. Defensive rebound from Steputis.
And he's really going to slow it down.
Yeah, I mean, he could take it to just about a minute to go here with a 14-point lead. It's in the hands of John Napiello. Minute and a half on the game clock right now, and that's an intentional foul. And it looks like it's desperation time for the Derby Raiders, and it's
pretty big game for Woodland, though.
Huge game for Woodland, man.
The last time we were at their place, we lost.
Yeah, and I think this was more about, well, we know in terms of, statistics, they need 2 more wins to qualify, right? Because they have 6 right now. Will DeLucia, good take. And they're going to say it was Scampolino got fouled. In terms of statistics, man, what was I going to say? Oh, they only need 2 more wins, and this one is really looking likely to be one of them. But more than anything, team morale. I mean, when they lost to Derby, it was a low point in the season, And
very low.
Now this kind of signifies like a new era for the Hawks. They had their rough game at Crosby. They got that out of the way, but they got wins over Kennedy and Career, man. Another win here, and this Hawks team is scary. Team to be not taken lightly, forced to be reckoned with, The lead is 16.
And Derby, I feel like, is going to be throwing up those three-pointers.
It's Woodland ball, and I think that's pretty much going to do it. I'm sure they'll still foul, but it's a 16-point game.
And honestly, I mean, it's
There's
great
no
for a
need,
team to just, you want to try to feel alive, and you really want to always try to, play to the buzzer because, it's never over really until it's over, but I really don't see a point in pressing this deep in the game when you're down 16 points.
Absolutely not. Yeah, the press is an interesting strategy. They get it to Akatura. They foul him. And with a 16-point lead, Dean Akatura heading to the foul line. Minute to go. This game is all but over. And,
yeah, a minute 12.
Yeah.
Shoot some free throws.
Yeah, Jacob, hopefully this last minute doesn't drag out. We got a game to get to.
We do.
We do.
Cheddar Bay at the middle school.
If it some reason just goes completely mute in this last minute, you know why. All right. And you'll see us if you go to Long River. Yeah. I was talking about it with Jeff to end a lot of games at the end of broadcast they advertise the games coming up on the network, you know what I mean? So we could be dun 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 dun, and we could be so
I heard there might be some broadcasting
8:30 tonight. It's the Cheddar Bay Biscuits.
Yeah, I heard there might be some broadcasting on for the RBA.
I did see that. RBA being the Rec Basketball Association. That'll be no good.
And I really don't see a point in pressing right here.
Yeah, no. I think it's about it, Jacob. It's gonna stay Woodland ball. There's 50 seconds to go, and this one's just about gonna do it, man.
Yeah.
And they find DeLucia. He gets fouled.
That's a pretty hard foul.
So up 18 now. They're still fouling. And, yeah, I mean, this should be it, right?
Come on, Will.
So, yeah, under a minute, 18-point lead. This seems to be the very end. And, yeah, it's for these last minutes, I think me and Jacob are going to sign off. It's
yeah, we were going to sign off.
You're going to be able to catch the last minute or so of this 18-point affair.
It was a great game,
but
though.
That's it, man. It's a Woodland W in the books, and thank you for joining us tonight. And, hey, yeah, we'll see you very soon. And, yeah, thank you guys for joining us.
Yep, I'm Jacob Savoy.
I'm Bryce T. Giovanna. Thank you.